Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat mga kapamilya. Nagbabalik tayo sa loob ng Phil Oil Flying V Center para sa pagpapatuloy ng mainit na aksyon sa Premier Volleyball League Open Conference. And this is our game at hand for today. We have the youngsters of the Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons going up against the streakling Creamline Cool Smashers. That is our game for today. Maraming salamat po sa pagtutok nyo live on Liga and Liga HD Channel 183. #1 sports website in the country at sports.abs-cbn.com, youtube.com/ABS-CBN Sports, and premiervolleyballleague.com. This is Martin Javier checking in for our game today. At ang mga kasama ko, dalawang magagandang babae ng SNA. Simulan natin yan kay Miss Charo Soriano. Hello, Charo.
Hello, Martin. It's nice to be back here with you guys again.
Good to see you here, Charo. Good to be working with you again. And also, we have our panel at large, Miss Denise Densay. Hi, Denise.
Hi, Martin. It's good to be back and also to be with you at the Charo again.
Wow.
Reunited.
Wow,
Yeah,
Ate Charo.
Ate Charo. I hear that a lot, no?
Throwing it out here in the freaking... Wow, okay. Pero we are very excited to get started here in our game today. So, Denise, ready ka na ba?
Ready na.
Ikaw, Charo, ready ka na ba?
Ready na.
Okay, mga kapamilya. Tara, game.
Magandang gabi mga kapamilya at day 9 na po ng ating PVL Open Conference. At ngayon we have two teams that are on different ends of the spectrum. We have the Creamline Cool Smashers who are on a winning streak and just defeated the Lady Oragons in 3 straight sets. On the other hand, we have the Akari Adamson Lady Falcons that they're still searching for their first win in this tournament. Martin.
Ito mga Creamline Cool Smashers, after losing their very first game of the tournament, they've bounced back 2 straight wins. Ito namang Adamson, 3 straight losses to start the season. Magkaiba nga sila ng posisyon dito sa ating team standings. Pero kung titignan mo to, maaga pa to, Charo.
Yes.
Early stages of our tournament. We've got 2 rounds here. Pero ito na, yung nagiging itsura ng ating standings.
You're gonna see on your screens in a little bit.
Yeah.
It's Bangko Perlas after their win earlier today against Tacloban Fighting Warriors. They have the lead spot with 5 wins. And after that, it's Pocari, Petrogas, and then you can see now the one playing Creamline Cool Smashers, the Lady Eagles, the Tacloban Fighting Warriors after their loss earlier against Bangko Perlas is now 2-3, and the Akari Adamson Lady Falcons is at the 7th place, and of course the Lady Oragons. But you told me earlier, Martin, and you told everybody, maaga pa.
Ayan.
Maaga pa sa tournament na to. We have 2 rounds in the eliminations, and marami pa ring teams na hindi pa nakakalaro. So, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. It's a little bit interesting because some teams, maaga sila mag-peak, but there are other teams also na medyo decent. Yes.
That's right, Charo. What makes it interesting also for this game dahil Gemma Galanza is playing up against her former college coach, Coach Air. So how do you think that will play out? Well, tweet us at ABS-CBN Sports with the hashtag PVL on ABS-CBN. And check out na rin our Instagram page at ABS-CBN Sports. And to keep up to date on all things Premier Volleyball League, lahat-lahat na news, interviews, schedules, just check out the Philippines' #1 sports website. That's sports.abs-cbn.com. And tuloy-tuloy lang po ang pag-like, follow, and sharing of our Facebook page. That's at Premier Volleyball League. And join our growing online audience on YouTube. So check it out. That's youtube.com/ABS-CBN Sports.
Maraming salamat, Denise. You can now go back to your panel at large duties. Pero na maganda yung binanggit mo, unang beses na makakalaban ni Gemma Galanza. Not just Coach Air, but Adamson after graduating. That's right, after graduating last year. Pero mamaya po, pag-uusapan na natin ang parehong kupunan at syempre meron tayong mga kasama mga players dito sa ating panel. Yan po, lahat pong yan sa pagbabalik ng Premier Volleyball League Open Conference. And we're back in our coverage here of the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference. Both teams at midcourt. We have this matchup of the Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons versus the Creamline Cool Smashers. That is our game at hand. You guys are still joined by Martin Javier and Charo Soriano with the panel at large po natin, si Denise Tensay. At ngayon naman, Charo, pag-usapan muna natin itong Adamson-Akari. They are coming off a loss against Bangko Perlas, but they showed a lot of fight in that particular game, winning the second set, and they played all close sets from start to finish.
Actually, I've been speaking with, of course, Bangko Perlas and Creamline, talking about how it is like to play against the collegiate teams here in the PVL Open Conference. At sabi nga nila, nakakatakot kasi itong mga to, matagal nang magkakasama.
Ayun.
And they're very thirsty for the win. So you really cannot be complacent because isang pikit mo pa lang, kayang-kayang kumuha ng set at kayang-kayang kumuha ng game ang mga collegiate teams here.
And on top of that, meron silang gustong patunayan, syempre.
Yes.
They are youngsters, so they're hungry to prove themselves, to make a name here in Philippine volleyball. At yan nga po ang naging resulta. Adamson-Akari, third straight loss sa panimula ng ating tournament. At ngayon naman, makakasama natin ang isa sa mga veterano ng team na to. Only in her second year, but she is considered as one of the veterans here because this is a very young team. Nandito si Sang Pinar. Hello, Sang.
Hello po.
Hi, Sang. Kamusta ka naman? We
Okay
have several questions para sa'yo bago ka bumalik sa warm-up. For me, I wanted to know lang kung kamusta na yung laro ninyo, yung mga adjustments na ginawa nyo, lalong-lalo na wala yung key player nyo na si Ellie Soyot.
For the team po, malaki po talaga yung adjustment na ginawa kasi parang yung sila nga yung parang nilulook forward talaga ng parang sila talaga yung ano ng team pero willing naman po yung the rest of my teammates and including me na mag-step up for the team.
Pero nung huling game nyo, lumaban kayo against one of the strongest teams. Still undefeated to itong Bangko Perlas Spikers. Lumaban kayo dun, nanalo pa kayo sa second set. Ano yung mga natutunan nyo sa larong yun na pwede nyong dalhin dito against Creamline?
Siguro yung
nagkakumpiyansa ba kayo during that game? Kasi nakita ko medyo confident na yung mga palo nyo. Hindi na kayo tentative sa mga galaw nyo. Yun ba yung nangyari doon?
Yeah, parang mas nag-gel yung team and parang sa sunod-sunod na game, parang mas nagiging united siya.
Pero kayo, ikaw naman, as last na, bago kita pabalikin dito, as one of the veterans, sasabi ko nga of this team, paano mo naman minomotivate yung mga youngsters nyo? Kasi karamihan dito, rookies. Di ba yung kupunan na to? Paano mo sila minomotivate?
So bilang ate na, parang inaano ko din sila kung may nakita akong mali, tapos parang kinokorek ko sila and then encourage ko sila sa practice and especially here sa game kung ano yung mga adjustments din na gagawin nila kasi parang been there na din na sa mga ganun na scenarios.
Yan naman ang maganda kapag may mga veteran ates ka sa team.
That's right. Pero maraming salamat, Sang, sa pagsali mo sa amin dito sa panel. At salamat din sa mga sagot mo. Pwede ka nang bumalik dito sa team mo sa likod. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Sang. Thank you so much.
There you go, Sang Pinar, a welcome production para sa kanya again sa Bangko Perlas Spikers. Led the team in service aces, led the team in blocks. And again, very welcome production para kay Coach
Led the
Air.
team also in leadership.
That's right.
Ika nga, sabi niya kanina, talagang importante na maibahagi niya sa mga teammates niya, especially the younger ones. Kung ano yung mga natutunan niya from before.
And you can see her numbers here. Sang Pinar, 1 spike, 3 blocks, and 2 aces despite the limited production of this particular team. Magandang eye-opener to para kay Coach Air.
And maganda rin na makita natin kung anong mga nabibigay nila now, especially coming in the UAAP. So marami silang mga lessons talaga na matututunan here in the PVL Open Conference, Martin.
At nakikita natin sila nagmamature game after game. They only played 3 games so far. So tignan natin kung ano yung maipapakita nila against the Creamline Cool Smashers. And speaking of the Cool Smashers, sila naman yung pag-uusapan natin sa pagbabalik ng Premier Volleyball League live on Liga. Nagbabalik ang Premier Volleyball League Open Conference at ngayon naman pag-uusapan natin ang Creamline Cool Smashers. Kasama niyo pa rin si Martin Javier at Charo Soriano with their libero, Melissa Gohing. Hello, Mel.
Hi, Mel. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm better.
Yeah, I heard you were in the hospital also for several days.
For a week.
Oh my gosh. But do you feel better now?
I
How's your
feel better. I
recovery?
was rushed to the ER when I just got back. As in pagka-land ng plane. It was so painful.
Pero ngayon nakaka-training na. Are you 100% now?
Yes,
Okay.
I am. I'm better.
But Mel, let's ask you, you have won 2 straight games here in the tournament. Bouncing back after
Yeah.
that opening day loss. Ano yung mga sinasabi sa inyo ni Coach Ty sa training nyo? Kaya nagiging maganda na yung performance nyo?
Well, you know, it was our first game, so it's like
Yeah.
a warm-up like all throughout the season. It happened then from our last season. So, alam mo yun, tuloy-tuloy lang. We'll correct our mistakes. So, we watch our game and we corrected our individually our mistakes and then work on it during practice.
That was an early wake-up call for you guys.
Yes.
Pero ngayon, you are going up against a very young team. This is Adamson-Akari. How did you prepare? What areas did you guys prepare for in this game?
Well, Adamson, even though they're a young team,
Yeah.
they're still a UAAP team. So, syempre respeto din from us. And then, everything. We studied everything. Offense, defense, the usual. Service, receive. So, yun.
How was it naman in terms of adjustments? Because I understand you had several rotations, no? Lalo na sa first 6 ninyo.
Yeah.
There are players who can't play anymore. Michelle Gumabaw is not here also today with us. So, ano yung mga ginawa nyong adjustments sa training?
We made sure na even though when Michelle's still here,
Yes.
we already prepared kung sino yung papalit sa kanya.
Thank you so much, Mel, for joining us here and, of course, sharing your knowledge here. It's great to see you back on the court.
Me too. I'm so happy to be back.
So we'll allow you now to return to your team. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you.
That's the libero of the Creamline Cool Smashers, Melissa Gohing. Again, last game of the Creamline Cool Smashers against the Iriga Navy Lady Oragons. Ito po ang naging resulta. They dispatched the Lady Oragons in that game. 3-setter po ang naging laban.
Creamline showing prowess and dominance against the Lady Oragons. They finished the game in an hour, Martin. One of the quickest games so far here in the PVL Open Conference. And you can also see the stats in 3 sets. Creamline garnered 75 points as opposed to the only 34 points coming from Iriga Lady Oragons. And we want to also share some of the stats, the scoring stats of that matchup. In terms of the spikes, Cool Smashers had 41 spikes as opposed to the 12 spikes of the Lady Oregon. So kitang-kita natin, Martin, yung discrepancy talaga ng dominance and aggressiveness of Creamline. And we want to also see kung madadala nila yung aggressiveness na yun sa game today.
And you mentioned it already, dominance, because they played a very dominating game against the Lady Oragons. This allowed Coach Ty to use up the entire unit here. Kaya nakapag-contribute doon yung mga bench players niya, namely Jem Gutierrez, Colleen Bravo, and the newcomer Paula Maninang. There you go. Ayan po yung naging production nila dito. Siyempre, maganda rin pang-boost sa confidence sila yan. Nagkaroon sila ng playing time on the court.
And maganda talagang pang-boost also in terms of teamwork. Because all of those names that you mentioned, Martin, they were able to score points for their team. So for sure, in terms of unity, in terms of being in sync, mataas talaga ang moral ng Creamline Cool Smashers ngayon.
There you go. Jem Gutierrez at saka Paula Maninang. Dalawang new faces po para sa Cool Smashers. Colleen Bravo naman contributing 2 points for Creamline. At ngayon, nabanggit mo, wala si Michelle Gumabaw.
Yes.
Sila ang ina-expect mag-produce ngayon ni Coach Ty Pundit. There you go.
And everybody's been saying also with Creamline Cool Smashers, talagang 80% of the points that were coming from Alyssa Valdez. But seeing how the ball distribution is now, and of course, pag-step up rin ng mga bench players, tingnan natin kung gaano sila makakatulong sa team nila.
That's right. This team is very loaded. Maraming weapons na pwedeng gamitin si Coach Ty Pundit. Pero ang magbibigay sa atin ng extra entertainment aside from the volleyball nights that we will be seeing in a bit, nandito si DJ Jams. There you go. Nag-warm up na to give us the tracks, the beats here inside of Phil Oil Flying V Center. But coming up next, bakbaka na po ng Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons versus the Creamline Cool Smashers. Magbabalik ang Premier Volleyball League Open Conference.
Presenting our officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Angelo Hao. Second referee, Mr. Yul Benosa, international referee. Let's call on our starters from our Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons. At number 3, Bernadette Flora. Wearing jersey number 6, Sisa Joria Pinar. Number 7 is Critch Makaslang. Number 8, May Roque. At number 9, Kiara May Permentilla. Number 11, Mary Jane Iga. Libero, number 14, Tony Rose Ponce. Head coach, Miss Eres Pada. Presenting our Creamline Cool Smashers. Team captain is number 2, Eliza Valdez. Number 3, Colleen Loris Bravo. Number 5, Risa Sato. At number 6, Jem Nicole Gutierrez. Number 12, Julia Melissa Morado. Number 15, Jessica Margaret Galanza. Libero, number 22, Melissa Gohing. Head coach, Mr. Anusorn Tai Bunde. This is match number 18, preliminary
And we go
round.
back to our coverage here of the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference. And this is the lineup now on the floor for Coach Erpada. It's pretty much the starting unit niya dito sa ating 4 games so far that Adamson has had with the rookies there, Makaslang, alongside the veterans, Roque, Permentilla, Tang Ponce, one of the top liberos here in the league. Sa kabila naman, you see here a couple of changes in the starting unit of Coach Tai Bundit. Sinimula niya dito si Jem Gutierrez at si Colleen Bravo in the absence, of course, of Michelle Dumatay.
And pinag-usapan nga natin, Martin, kanina, yung presence ng mga second stringers for Creamline Cool Smashers. And kumbaga, ika nga, this is the time that they can shine already and show really what they can do to help their team.
Nung huling laro nila, nagsimula si Riza Mandapat. Ngayon naman si Jem Gutierrez. Again, Coach Tai rewarding them very early for their good games against the Lady Oragons, and they got first blood here. Risa Sato scoring for the Cool Smashers.
So I spoke with Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons earlier, and that's one of the things talaga na sinasabi nilang kailangan nilang bantayan. Of course, with the absence of Joy Dacoron, which is their dominant blocker, pinagsasabi sa team nila na kailangan talagang mag-step up yung mga middle blockers nila dahil Creamline will really be aggressive in terms of their quick attacks and combination plays.
And speaking of Adamson-Akari, these are youngsters, mostly rookies. Siyempre, mga idol nila, yung mga kalaban nila.
Nandyan si Ate Gemma.
Ayun, Ate Gemma nandyan, Ate Eliza nandyan, Ate Gia nandyan. So ikaw as a rookie, how do you keep that mindset na hindi, kaya kong matalo yung kabilang team?
When I was a rookie, I was speaking with my teammates. We were mga 7 kami na rookies that time in Ateneo. So one of the things that really stuck with us when we were doing our pep talk to each other is at the end of the day, ang gusto namin after makalaban namin yung mga idol namin, yung mga inspiration namin in our volleyball career, is that they remember our name after the game.
There you go.
So talagang yun ang ginawa naming inspirasyon na ma-notice kami ng mga iniidolo namin at hindi nila makakalimutan kung sino kami after ng laro.
Hindi nga nila makalimutan. Again, that should be the mindset here of the Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons. But right now, it's a 3-1 start for the Cool Smashers. Again, they have been rolling here in our tournament. Dalawang sunod na panalo, building their very first winning streak of the tournament. Here's Chiara Permentilla, who scored 8 points in their previous game. Galanza scoring the point there. Ooh! Yeah, scoring there. Gemma Galanza against Adamson here. Let's now go to the Eastern side. Denise?
Coach Tai Bundit means serious business. Kahit naka-winning streak na ang Creamline Cool Smashers, he is certainly leaving nothing to chance. Habang kausap ko nga kanina si Kyla Atienza, nahuli kami ni Coach Tai at sinabi niya kay Kyla na bumalik sa dugout to watch the remaining of their games. Yan ang sikreto ni Coach Tai, Martin and Charo, kung bakit lagi siyang happy-happy. Dahil a lot of serious work goes off the court. Balik sa inyo.
There you go, Coach Tai Bundit, all business here in our tournament.
All business, but you really see him with a lot of good vibes also, no? And that's something that we know about Coach Tai. He's very strict in training. He does a lot of things off the court. Para during the game daw talaga. Relax na tayo.
Oo. Makikita mo rin sila nag-meditate din dyan. They relax dyan sa bench just to keep their focus. In the meantime, action continues. Valdez.
Ball is out.
That's long for Eliza Valdez. So Adamson will score their second point here. And this is our Bangko save of the day. That one's a drop from Eliza Valdez and the save from Kiara Permentilla. What a save from her.
That's something that we know about Adamson. Even during the previous generations, talagang they're a very defensive team.
It's a net touch.
That's right. It's a very good defensive team. With the top two defenders, nandito si Berna Flora, nandito si Tang Ponce, reigning best libero ng ating collegiate conference.
Marami-raming save of the day tayo dito ngayon, Martin.
Ilan na % ang kailangan natin? Igaw to may Roque here. Kinawit na lang yan ni May. Morado to Bravo. Igaw goes to Permentilla here. Deflected. Morado back set. Goes back to Jem Gutierrez, who was looking for the check ball but was not given. So it's going to go out. A couple of attack errors here para sa Creamline Pool Smashers.
Early on, they already had 2 attack errors coming from their wing spikers. Pero kita-kita naman natin yung ball distribution talaga ni Gia. No? Binibigyan niya yung gitna. And then binibigyan niya yung wing para makabawi. So we'll see there also in the last play. It was Jem Gutierrez.
Since the antenna.
At that time.
And serve. Go to Creamline.
Attack error yan para kay Kiara Permentilla. Let's see here the setup by Igaw to Permentilla. That hit the antenna first before hitting the fingertips of Jem Gutierrez.
Yes, she wanted to put the ball sa down the line hit para iwasan ang hands ni Jem.
8.
And with that service ace,
3.
We go to our first technical timeout here. Cool Smashers up by 5 into 3. Backdoor coverage here, and again the Creamline Cool Smashers winning their last game against the Lady Oragons. Their leading scorer, although it only went into 3 sets, Eliza Valdez was still in double figures in that game.
yes, she had 16 points and 14 digs. So double digits for Eliza in both the scoring and non-scoring skills in the last game against the Lady Oragons. And I believe that's almost parang half of the points that the Lady Oragons got. They had 34.
That's right.
Eliza scored 16. So talagang iba talaga si Miss Eliza Valdez.
And she actually equaled the number of spikes by the Lady Oragons in that game at 12 attacks in that contest. And that's another point here from the Phenom. Or no, Adamson-Akari rather. Scoring the point here. That's an error pala para dito sa Cool Smashers. So Kiara Permentilla will start it now.
I guess that's something that
Galanza hits the
very,
spot.
very powerful hit, down the line hit coming from the Ate Gemma Galanza.
That's her second point here in set number 1, Gemma Galanza.
Before the hit of Gemma, I wanted to
Serving
also
for the Cool
mention
Smashers.
na si Creamline, kailangan talaga rin nilang i-minimize yung errors nila because with the amount of points that they're being given to Akari, talagang madadalian ang Adamson dito.
They had 16 errors in their previous game. And action continues here. Valdez, siya naman ang nag-set doon kay Gutierrez.
A little too wide.
And that's gonna go wide for Jem. So Adamson-Akari within 4 points, 9-5.
Of the 5 points, I think mga 4 dyan, mga errors ng Creamline.
This is Sang Pinar now.
For Adamson-Akari.
Again, the sophomore to the Lady Falcons. That's Valdez. Over-received. Makaslang will score, putting it down.
6, serving 9.
So 2 straight points for Adamson-Akari here. Allows them to pull within 3 points.
Service, Pinar.
Sang Pinar again, on deck. Diretso yan kay Gohing. Morado. Galanza. Ooh! Denied!
Galanza denied.
Great block coming from
7, serving 9.
your Lady Falcons.
And again, that's against Gemma Galanza. MJ
Service,
Igaw,
Pinar.
the rookie. Denying Gemma there.
Sabi niya, Ate Gemma, kilalanin mo ko.
I'm sure
And
nag-aaway
red
sila
by
niyan.
going.
Nagtitraining pa lang ito si
Serving
MJ Igaw. So, baka kilala rin nila yung laro ni Gemma Galanza.
That's true. They probably know also
Jem
yung mga
Gutierrez.
tendencies and
Serving for
probabilities of
Creamline.
Gemma. At talagang isa siya sa mga binantayan ng Lady Falcons for today's game.
Gemma is actually the second leading scorer of Creamline. Has scored 29 points so far. Permentilia from the back.
little too long.
Sobra yan para kay Kiara.
11, serving 7.
That's an attack error for Kiara Permentilia. And that's what she needs to work on.
Yes. Interestingly enough also,
Service.
speaking about
Gutierrez.
two teams they're playing today, both of them talagang nawalan sila ng mga key players. Michelle Gumabao is not playing for Creamline today.
Hits the
Opposite
line.
player. And of course, on the other side, sa Lady Falcons, nawala si Ellie Soyo, which is an opposite player din. So marami sa kanila sa mga second stringers na may chance ang mag-step up, Martin.
That's their top player, Ellie Soyud, again going down with that left knee injury. She is expected to go back in action, probably in the second round, midway in our second round here at the Open Conference. That's the point for Gemma Galanza and the Cool Smashers. Let's see that one more time. Good back set by Gia MORADO, setting up the former Queen Falcon. Gemma Galanza.
The defense was there, but the
Yes.
hit of Gemma was just too powerful for her to control.
Gemma serving here, derecho kay Ponce. MJ Igaw sets up May Roque. She is denied, but ball is still up. Permentilia with the off-speed. Wala yan. Here's Valdez. She will try. Derecho kay Ponce. Oh, makas lang. Masyadong mababa yung over niya doon.
Hindi niya masyadong na-timingan ng bola.
That's another point here. Good save though by Dang Ponce. This time, yeah, masabi mo. By Chris makas lang. This is Gemma Galanza again, still serving. 5-point lead for the pink shirts. Here's Risa Sato. That's off the triple block. Risa Sato getting through.
14.
Yes, that would have been a good block except for the net violation for the Falcons.
So this is a timeout for Coach Air. They are down by 6.
Hey, the last play, I know what you were trying to do. Pero the ball wasn't even close to the net. That's when you gotta step. You gotta tell her to move and get out of the way. She shouldn't have been going for that ball on the block. You got like the last one. It's just kind of sloppy. You guys are just throwing your hands up there. You gotta go up there and press and hold on the block. Okay, you're in a good spot. Don't let her do it again. Okay, you know she's going for you.
There you go, Coach Air Pada naghahanap ng diin mula sa mga manlalaro niya.
Sabi nga niya sa kanyang libero kay Ponce, you're in a good spot, you're there, you actually know where the ball is going. She just needs to control her legs a little bit more.
That's right. And here are the fans of the Creamline Cool Smashers in attendance here inside the Phil Flying V Center. As we see Gemma Galanza, that's over-received. But ball is still up. May Roque will try. MORADO, pupuntahan si Valdez. That's gone. Eliza Valdez giving them the 7-point lead.
Serving 8.
Eliza with her own version of a down-the-line hit. So you can see now what's happening is both the wing spikers in the open side and the opposite side. Ang target talaga nila is the down-the-line.
Yeah. If you like also this distribution early here by Gia MORADO. Variating the offense. But Adamson here countering back with a point. The rookie, Critch Makaslang from Cebu, scoring there.
Yes, one of the difficulties that Adamson has been facing is really to activate their middles. Talagang kailangan magkaroon ng threat ang middle spikers nila para hindi rin ganun mahirapan ng mga open or mga wing spikers.
Oh, naiangat pa to. Natawid pa ng Adamson. MORADO to Valdez. Iniwas yon, but Ponce was there. What a save by Tang Ponce. Free ball here for the Cool Smashers. MORADO to Valdez.
Ponce was there. Sayang, hindi lang niya naiangat yung bola, but we can really see how she can read the balls of the Creamline Cool Smashers.
Technical timeout here. It's back to a 7-point lead for Creamline. Back to our coverage here, and we see here Tang Ponce, who's been doing a great job so far in this game. Last game, she also did very well. Tang Ponce against the Banco Perla Spikers, really giving up her body for to save every ball there.
She is really everywhere. She covers down the line hits. She covers cross-court attacks. And she even gets a drop ball in the middle by the net. So you can see here on your screens right now, her stats, 17 digs and 23 reception against the Banco Perla Spikers. Kaya naman nahirapan din talaga ang Banco. At nakakuha ang Lady Falcons ng 1 set against them in their last game.
There you go. Tang Ponce is also number 2 in digging and number 4 in receives here in our open conference. Again, she is the best libero of the collegiate conference na itong nakaraang tournament natin. So expect great things from this young kid in her 3rd year for Adamson. Oh, but that's gonna be an error
for
Adamson
the
here.
Lady Falcons.
Balik ang bola dito sa Cool Smashers.
17-9.
Again, Coach Air looking for a more aggressive middle attack from her hitters.
Right now, medyo tentative itong Adamson with their movement.
Yes, medyo off timing pa rin sila.
Well read by Ponce.
That's a freebie given up by Risa Sato. Service error. Balik ang bola sa Adamson. And this is Crich Makaslang. She's the main backup of Joy Tacuron. Ito sa Adamson. Now she is given a chance to really show her skills. But Gia Morado tricking the Lady Falcons there with that one too.
Gia Morado having eyes at the back of her head, seeing the triple block and knowing for a fact that there's nobody on the other side of the court and getting a 3 points for Creamline Smash.
Here by Coach Air.
Both of you, your hands gotta be up. And not just here, the setter's up, you gotta be standing there like this. So as soon as that ball comes over, she barely got it over the net. All you had to do was that. I can't keep reminding you about that. We're not in the game right now. You guys are. Communicate. Every single time you got to say, Kiara, hands up, sets up. Kiara, hands up, sets up. Watch the A. Watch the back. It's got to be consistent communication all the time, every time.
Good reminder, Martin, by Coach Air to her team na kailangan talaga mag-usap sila sa loob ng court. Hindi lang pwede nandun lang sila. They need to keep on talking to each other and reminding each other kung anong mga dapat gawin. She was saying kanina na the ball just barely crossed through the net. Yes. So kayang-kayang abutin.
And right now, at least here in set number 1, they seem a step slower. Ito nga Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons. Let's see how they will respond. Jem Gutierrez goes for the drop. Does not work. Itatawid ni Flora. Bravo. Morado to Valdez. And Valdez, yes, she will score. The drop works for Eliza Valdez.
What's nice to see also is talagang hindi naman, never seen die attitude din si Adamson. Lady Falcons, they're really all scrambling for the ball. They really try to get the ball up and set it up for their team.
That's right. That's Morado with a nice serve. Here's Berna Flora. Natahimik pa dito sa set number 1. Galanza overcooks that. So puntos para dito sa Adamson-Akari.
Gemma Galanza acknowledging her mistake, giving a free point to her baby Falcons.
Alma mater. Ito. Bagong player on the floor, Chen Ave. Another rookie in to the Lady Falcons. And that's going to be a service ace.
She might just be the spark that they are looking for in the first set of this game, Martin.
Chen Ave doing damage right away.
Service, Ave.
With that service ace. Played for the high school team of Adamson in the UAAP Juniors. Binawian ng mabilis ni Colleen Bravo off that quick.
And that's something that they've been really planning to do for Creamline. Talagang i-activate more yung middles and bigyan ng chance yung mga second stringers. They have been also showing what they can do here. Colleen Bravo, Jem Gutierrez.
Well read by Ave.
Eliza Valdez commits the service error here.
Adamson-Akari.
Uy.
And
now checked in for Adamson. 13-20. For Adamson, this is still doable.
We have seen worse.
Yeah. Crazier finishes in sets. Gutierrez will try. Ponce to Flora. That's going to be saved by Gohing. Here's Eliza Valdez flying in. That's Galanza with a save. Morado sets up Galanza here. Andun si Ponce. MJ Igaw to Berna Flora with the drop. Gohing. Back to Valdez for the back row hit. And it goes wide.
14-20.
That was a rare set coming from Melissa Gohing, using her hands instead of a bump set.
That's right. Siya na yung nag-set up doon.
Ang galing ng setup.
Looking like a setter there is Melissa Gohing. Or like a true setter. Here's Jen Gutierrez. Targets Ponce. And this will be a point for Gutierrez.
21-14.
Ponce at a good spot also there. Kaso nga lang talagang hindi masyadong makontrol ang bola dahil napakalakas din naman ang palo ng Creamline Pool Smashers.
So a new face also on the floor for Creamline here. Alex Cabanos from Naruto para sa UST. Who's the primary setter of the Golden Tigresses. Ooh!
Ball is out.
Service error mula dito kay Cabanos.
Lumalapit na ang score, 15-21, which is a 6-point deficit.
Cisa Pinar.
Again, Sang Pinar back to the service line here.
I like what she said earlier, Martin, no, na you really need to talk to your teammates and make sure na talagang ma-motivate mo rin sila at maituro yung mga dapat hindi gawin tulad nung service error na nagano.
Sakto-sakto ba? Pero syempre nag-aanap din yung mga rookies ng inspiration. Nag-aanap din sila ng experiences na nakaka-relate sila. Sagong salta sila dito sa ating open conference. This is the first taste of a major league for some of them.
Yes.
MJ Igaw, Flora will try. Pinasok na si Phil Kainglet Cayetano. Sato with a drop. And Risa Sato with a celebration right after the point.
I think there's one similarity between the two teams right now. They're fielding in a lot of players coming from the bench.
Oh, no. Talagang using their players
using
here.
and maximizing.
Ooh, Igaw.
Ball is out.
Tried to dodge it.
Now,
yes, I like to commend her aggressiveness also with that play. No? Talagang sumobra lang ng konti and nag-outside, giving the 3-point to the Creamline Pool Smashers.
Masakit dun. Set point na. Itong Creamline. Ave. Sato. Morado to Galanza here. Checked by two blockers. And that's Makaslang putting it down.
Makaslang saying, no, this game is not over yet.
Laban pa sila dito. Adamson-Akari down by 8. This is MJ Igaw, another player from Cebu, the converted setter. Here's Sato. Iniwas yan. That's gonna be it for set number 1. A commanding win again for Creamline. Tignan natin yung huling play dito. Risa Sato. Again, swiping it, avoiding the double block.
Smart play coming from Risa Sato. And of course, her signature happy dance after that point.
Our final score there in set number 1, 25-16. Magbabalik tayo para sa set number 2.